omulabi ali eyo badde okimanyi Ugawood ya collaboratinze ne Nollywood era kino kikambwe. Welcome ku Salikan Films, nze Salikan, Uganda Film Industry Researcher nga bulijjo. Munnanga ali eyo nkuleetedde collaboration yazze etya, byatandika mu September 17 eyo biseera bya Icon Awards. Osobola kebera mu videos zange nakulagako list y'aba nominees abaali bagenda obbaayo mu Icon Awards omwaka guno gwennyini mu September. So twafuna abagenyi ab'enjawulo okuva mu Nigerian film industry. Kwaliko Patience Zoko, mwalimu Noah Mzee Junior abasinga mumanyi, kwalimu abamu mubayita bakine popo. So bajja abantu bangi naye abo benkumenyeddeko ne bakola omukago, batuuka ku kintu kye bayita memorandum of understanding. Bakkiriziganyanga Ugawood egenda kukola film ne Nollywood, so nga bagenda gatta ba stars. So mba stars abalondebwa kwaliko Mike Wauyo Senior ya frontliningibwa yagenda okubeera mu firimu eyo n'abalala. So founder oba CEO wa Icon Awards ne Rich and Uganda amanyikiddwa nga Amfre Nabimanya n'abalala. Consulate yali y'amaanyi, mwalimu waliwo omukyala bamuyita Sina Zegazeb alimbya nviiri, mwalimu Bashasha Vibes, Mike Wauyo Senior yennyini essaawa zino ali mu firimu, ali mu TV series emanyikiddwa nga Crossroads egenda maaso ku Pal Magic. So ne bagenda event eno yali mu Soire Lagos mu kafo kamanyikiddwa nga Soire. So yali ya nnaku 3 era yawedde, essaawa eno yawedde. Ngenda bankuwaako nga boogera, Noah Muze ngenda kuwaako ng'atugamba, Nabimanya ng'atugamba, Shasha Vibes, waliwo n'omuzannyo omulala bamuyita Chris Odo. So lwaki Mike Wauyo Senior, musajja ono legend, aludde mu industry yagiyingira mu 1991, agiruddemu era kagujje, akola makeup, special effects makeup. Kube mumanyi ennyo obulungi abakola makeup ekika kino, Esther Nakaziba. So yetabye mu firimu nga Kafako, Koni, Order from Above, TV series mwalimu Power of Legacy n'obulala. Kono Activate event eno yabadde egendereddwamu okuyunga Africa, songa Icon Awards teziba za Uganda yokka nga zigatta East Africa and Central Africa yonna nga ezingirwa wamu. So mpozi ekirala collaboration eno ezze naye bannayuganda ab'enjawulo bazzenga bazannyira mu Nollywood. Omuku gwe mumanyi obulungi oba gwe mubadde temumanyi naye nga azannyirayo bamuyita Princess Farida Ndaus. Ono akola ne ku TV. So azannyidde era ne awards abadde nga aziwangula. So kyekyo. So ngenda bankuwako interviews zaabwe.
One of the good reasons we're here is for the collaboration. The Ugandans are here, the Icon Award people, they're here. Richer Hand is here also, and we're trying to make sure that the collaboration is going further, because they've celebrated us for like 3 years, and now they brought it to Nigeria and decided that okay, the prequel to the next award is going to start off from Nigeria, Lagos, and they've done that, and it's looking really good. Also, BRS has decided to use one of their titles to collaborate with one of the main big actors from Uganda, and we're looking forward to that, and we're hoping that we bridge the gap properly and extend not just the love, but also the creative capacity.
Like, we're trying to avoid terrorists like this coming to Nigeria.
So you see, the truth is, when you come to Nigeria for the first time and you meet bandits like this, you know that there's a problem. So apparently we are trying to just...
If I give you everything I know.
See this criminal. I'm your mentor and you have a book.
A phenomenal thing. This is what we need, collaboration, not just within Nigeria, but with our people. So it's Giants of Africa meets the Pearl of Africa. I'm wondering why Uganda?
I like that.
Thank you. Why
I think
Uganda?
first of all, it's relations to Nollywood.
To Nollywood.
We are pace setters, and everybody in Africa wants to affiliate with us. So there's a story about how we influenced Ghana, how we're influencing Cameroon, and they're like, we can come here and be influenced. So Ugandans are coming, Tanzanians are coming, Sierra Leoneans are coming, because whatever we're selling is selling. Because however we criticize ourselves, we're in the place where a lot of African countries are not. So they are just doing the senior brother moves. We're not fathers yet, but we're senior brothers. We're like bonds in this thing. And now every one of them are calling and saying, how can we come learn a lesson? How can we come connect? So Uganda came calling 4 years ago, and we started talking to them, visiting and having conversations, doing my masterclass there, Ramsey visiting and training them. And today they're like, let's come over to see you guys and let's meet with your other brothers. And that's what this is about. So it's congrats to Nollywood for pioneering the next trace of filmmaking in the world through African storytelling.
In fact, we can go home. We can end there.
I actually can go.
No, we will end there. What would an ideal collaboration look like between Nollywood and the Ugandan industry?
I think it's a collaboration starts with C, which is contribution. A lot of times people come to collaboration looking for what they can get, not what they can give. Everyone should come into the process thinking about what they can give first. Everybody will benefit. As they say in pidgin English, now together they cook pot of soup. So I bring the meat, you bring the maggi, you bring the spice, and we make the soup. So everyone has to come with a contributory mentality and not how to gain from Uganda. Because Nigeria is always at the lower end. People think we're a number where they can steal from. What I say to people is that, see, the biggest cinema film has not shown to 2 million people, which is less than 1% of the whole of Nigeria. So we have not even tapped our own market. Why do you think we're tired of our market? We are looking for collaboration to support our storytelling and make it global by making it African, Pan-African. Not that we're looking for a market. And don't look at us as a market to sell your film. Look at us as senior brothers that have already gone where you're going and can show you the path. So we can learn from our mistakes and we can learn from your newness, and together we can make Africa better and greater. I know it sounds political, but that is the reality. And I've been doing this for 20 years. 20 years. I'll be 20 next year. So what I'm saying is that I've watched it and I've seen that the only way we can grow, the only way we can grow our own homegrown Lupitas and Ramses is if we make our own stories, tell them well, and celebrate our own stars. India has done it, South Korea has done it, China has done it. Africa can do it.
What did Uganda see in Nollywood, and why are you guys here?
So Uganda saw a lot of things in Nollywood. One is that Nollywood creates a huge inspiration in Africa on how African storytelling, how powerful it is. And also we have grown up watching Nollywood films on our screens. Yeah, actually most of the actors and actresses in Nollywood are celebrated a lot in Uganda. And when we started focusing on the film, Nollywood was one of that captivating industry that we are looking up to.
So you mentioned that Ugandans watch Nollywood a lot.
Yeah.
Which films did you see when you were younger? I'm curious.
There's
Actors that you...
Blood Sisters, Genevieve Naji, actors like Ramsey Noah. We have watched him quite a lot. Actually, he's celebrated in Uganda, even given a Ugandan name as Guma. There are very many, Living in Bondage. If you look at there's Sakobi. Those were way back those days, And so you see, those were like the first films that Nigerians were acting and were already consuming their content. You have to celebrate African content. And for us, we're looking at promoting African heritage, more of being Africanistic as well. And also we believe that when we break borders and barriers, they help us now to expand our reach to other spaces. So that's why we are doing what we're doing.
I'm curious, what is the purpose of the Icon Activates?
So the purpose of the Icon Activate is basically a roadmap starts from Nigeria for Icon 2026. And also why we're here is also to celebrate our partnership and also our collaboration that we have built over years. But also the most important thing is that now Icon Awards is no longer focusing on Uganda. Starting next year, we want also to focus on African films. So here is to activate Nollywood West Africa. We're also going to activate South Africa and southern part of Africa. And also we're going to do an activate on Central and Eastern Africa.
So everywhere.
So come 21st next year, March, we're expecting Nollywood stars to join us in Uganda.
I'm just wondering what your perception of our industry here in Nigeria is Nollywood. I know there'll be similarities and differences between the Ugandan film industry and what we have here. From your interaction so far, what can you say about that?
No, first, Nigerian film industry, I think Nigeria has found its path where they're going in terms of monetarizing the industry. In Uganda, we are battling with trying to monetize the industry. So in shortly put, that we have got a big hurdle to jump in terms of making the industry economically viable. But Nigeria, they have done it because right now, Nigeria's content is being consumed all over Africa. In Uganda, it's being consumed big time. Actually, sometimes you find Nigerian actors, they have translated their movies into Luganda.
Wow.
So you get a person you find Genevieve Najir, she's talking Luganda, so the Nigerian have broken barriers into Africa. And I think this kind of collaboration will equally make our East African films also break barriers into West Africa. Nigeria has 240 million people, okay? The Eastern Africa bloc meaning Uganda, Kenya, Tanzania, Rwanda, Burundi, Congo, Ethiopia, Somalia, 7 countries. If we combine all our populations, we will be unstoppable. You understand? And so we could use all those numbers to consume our content. So this kind of collaboration, Icon Awards activation is a big milestone, believe me.
It was so heartwarming to see you in, that embrace with Michael Waluya Sr. Where did you meet him?
Well, actually, I haven't seen him I think 2018. Yeah, since 2008. We worked on a movie together.
Which one?
Kafa Ko. It was a Uganda movie. So I worked with him in Uganda, produced by Dorin Mirembe. And he's a fantastic actor. We worked together. I was the president, he was the vice president. Oh. So it was a wonderful...
Meeting your VP?
Yes, I was meeting my VP, He was the tallest person on the set, taller than me. Fantastic person.
What would an ideal Nigerian-Ugandan collaboration look like to you, film-wise?
I think it would be wonderful, On the one hand, if we stick to our stories, indigenous stories, and a bit of the stereotypes, like stereotypes of each culture, that kind of buzz.
I don't know any Ugandan stereotypes.
Exactly, that's what we should explore. That's what we should explore. Okay, let's start with the Nigerian. I heard you Nigerians are always being very aggressive, things like that, and the movies, comedy kind of thing. So, so you have this, hey, what about you guys? And so something not necessarily controversial, but a topic, for both sides say, hey, I must better that. I must do something like, things like that. Something the spice to wake up everybody. Such collaborations, even on more serious matters, come together and do something together. That should work.
When people think about dominating globally, right, they think of partnerships with Hollywood, right? Because it's America, it's the American film industry. So I'm wondering what makes Nigeria the one to collaborate with for Uganda and not Hollywood, from your point of view?
Nigeria is extra. Nigeria's got spice. I mean, it's the kings of Afrobeats. They're leading the markets globally, and you cannot run away from that. So we are very excited because we have supported Nigeria for a very long time. From the likes of Genevieve, from the likes of Patience Uzuko, we've followed those people. So we know. So Nigeria has nominated. It's been a very silent elephant that has been moving, but now it has reached global stage. So I feel like they're the right people to collaborate with.
What do you want this collaboration to do for the industry and for African storytelling on a global scale?
Opportunities is the most important thing, but also create business for us, the upcoming filmmakers. So it's very important that we can be able to have where we can sell our movies, but also an audience that can be able to buy and watch our movies. That's the most important thing. That's why we're here.
Munaye nkujjukiza towerabira. Tell a friend to subscribe, to comment, pose towerabira commentinga. Ebisigadde ogenda bo bifuna tovaawo.